Welcome back to Sunday Medz. There's a phrase that I find bothersome, and it's not that deep. I find it extremely dismissive, and I feel that we use it a lot in regards to God and our walk with Him. I think we use it a lot in relating to the Bible, and there's some things that we'll just flit past and we'll say, oh, that's not that deep, that was simply cultural, or that's outdated. But I want to encourage us that when God says something is deep, to actually take it seriously, to take Him at His word and to align ourselves with Him, to value what He values, what He finds important, and not what we think is important or not important. There is a passage in Isaiah that talks about fasting, and God was saying to Israel, why are you fasting like this, thinking it is somehow significant, thinking that I'm going to look at it and say, wow, these people are fasting? He said, the fasting that I will recognize is when you act justly, when you treat your workers fairly, when you do right by me and to people abiding by my laws and what I find important. That is what I think as significant. So you keeping up some form of appearance of, oh, I'm fasting, and I, the Lord, am supposed to look at that and be wowed by it or impressed in some way, that's ridiculous. We have to look and align ourselves at what God finds important and what He emphasizes and where His heart is, and line up with that. It's not going to be effective for us to consider what we think is important and then take that to God. A lot of people will look around at culture, at what's happening in society, even what's popular in the church, and all of a sudden we'll find this view that, oh, everybody's fornicating, so it's not that deep. Or everybody owns slaves, so it's not that deep. Or everybody beats their children, because we're using the rod of discipline, so it's not that deep. Or everybody treats their animals in a subpar way, or treats creation in a subpar way, so it's not that deep. Or a lot of bosses mistreat their employees, and everybody knows it's just a part of the game to be overworked and underpaid, so it's not that deep. So yeah, I find that this whole mentality of it's not that deep is extremely dismissive, and I want to encourage us to not apply that, especially to God or to people. Like if somebody's telling you something bothers them or they find something bothersome, take them at their word and don't just dismiss it. At least hear them out, and definitely hear out the Bible, hear out the word of God to what He says He thinks is deep. Be encouraged. See you next week.